Well, I suppose it's not really aimed at our particular demographic anyway. I just sang it a bunch because it was on the radio.
Well, that's why I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's on the radio way too much.
My younger sister used to watch TRL, and Destiny's Child was on that, like, every single day. And I don't mind them, they're a good band, I just, you know,
Yeah.
I'm totally, like, not in that, in, like, any of those demographics. So it's 8:30, hi everybody. We're starting the stream now, we're gonna play Hat in Time today. Part 4. You'll note our completion percentage has dropped pretty significantly. That is because the DLC came out and added a bunch more stuff to do. I don't know that we're going to do any of that tonight because I haven't gotten to play it myself yet, just on my own time. But we shall see. So we're going to hop back into World 4 because we got 2 more. We did the Windmill and the Twilight Bell. We got several more things to do in here. Ooh, and a finale. We're halfway to.
Oh no!
So back on into the Alpine skyline. I love this level, it's fun. Real big, lots of stuff to do. Freeform.
Giant yaks
Yeah.
that will wreck your shit.
They're jerks, man. They are absolutely at the height of shit wrecking.
Let you look at far away.
Yeah. Okay, I arbitrarily picked the birdhouse because it's the first one I saw. I don't like the birdhouse. In fact, it sucks.
Birds at the birdhouse.
I don't want to be a little. It's just kind of a pain. Oh, I have enough pawns for that last badge. Actually, I should find badge seller guy because. Whee!
Badge
Do
dude.
it again. Yeah, we gotta find the badge seller. He is. It's a. Oh no, it's not him. Or
That's a yak.
yeah, the yaks
Yeah.
have. The yaks have the same. Santa hat. I want that ice hat. The yaks have the same like color palette on their clothes as the seller guy. You know, the same red and black kind of deal going on, or red and purple. I kind of forget. Enough that they looked. Oh! I didn't get the. She slid. I didn't get to hit the push up button. Oh well. Back over here, I guess. But you know, just take it leisurely, have a little chit chat while I'm looking for
Wang.
badge seller guy.
Are there houses covered in 4-leaf clovers?
Oh man.
Would that make it super extra lucky or super extra unlucky?
I think super extra lucky if they're all like shamrocks. I don't know. I'm not an approved medium. I'm not really an expert in luck. I haven't gotten my accreditation from the no doubt stringent university that media go to before they.
Then you have to,
Right.
they put in, you know, life advice.
Okay. So a short fortune teller breaks out of jail, right? I'm not even gonna finish. That's the joke. The punchline is that there's a small medium at large. But, yeah, see? Are you any happier now that I finished it? There you go. I can't find the badge seller. We're just gonna go do the birdhouse. I'm not the biggest fan of the birdhouse, but mostly just because it has really annoying enemies.
Ooh, shiny sparkly.
Yeah, we got yarn. I believe we need a crap ton of yarn. Yeah, we need about 21 pieces of yarn to make our next hat, so.
Make sure you swing toward
And I kinda want my next hat before I do the lava cake. So
Lava cake.
we might go comb some old levels for the time rifts, which we need to do anyway. There's timepieces in them, and that would also give us the opportunity to go snatch up some yarn because we got to hunt up. We've gone it's a collectathon, right? So they expect you to kind of get lost and wander around and search for stuff, and we've been making a real straight shot to the end, so... We're down a bunch of the collectibles, and... At the very least, there's a timepiece or two that requires it. So eventually we do need the last hat. Really? Come on.
Can you jump on top of it? Or no?
No, probably not. There's gotta be a way up, though.
That's a little closer.
I can't... Let's see. Oh.
That's a screwy camera angle.
Yeah, it is. Probably need to...
I think you got closer to trying to...
There we go. Yeah, I was trying to do the cancel so I could flip up over the rim, and I kind of wasn't getting the timing right, but that's okay. I didn't warm up like I should have. I warmed up, but I just wandered around Mafia Town and chatted with my wife the entire time, so it did not really serve the purpose. Which is great, I'm jumping right into one of the hardest levels. Okay, so the secret... Well, we're not at the birdhouse yet. But the secret there is that the brewing hat is super necessary, because there are enemies that you want to kill from a distance. I suppose I could also equip my projectile beam, but I kind of need the hats I have on right now. Or the badges. Actually, okay. I'm looking for the guy who sells badges, because I could change out my parasol badge, but the one I'd change it out for is the one I haven't bought yet. Because that, like, the final piece of my loadout is the last badge here. My favorite loadout. I feel like there should have been some yarn or something around here, but... Oh well. Parasol.
There's a horn in
Giant bird eggs?
Yeah.
Weird enough. Do you see the bird that lays
You
them?
swing towards
Ever?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the bird cage, man. That's what, you will see.
Do you kill the giant bird?
No.
Okay.
That would be just an ecological disaster. Although, you could probably, like, fry that thing up and have leftovers for a long time, as long as you're not too picky about giving your company diarrhea after a month or so.
Huh.
Like a certain...
It's not good.
Okay. Probably wise.
That's a little too real.
Yeah.
And once we get started, I will not shut up.
Oh god, I know. Yeah, okay. Point taken. Okay, so we are approaching the birdhouse, and that means I want my brewing hat on at all times. Because there are these enemies that appear... They're not out of nowhere. You can see them coming if you know what to look for. But they pop up, they run at you, and they just blow up on you.
Steal shit.
No, those are the cats. I believe they are also up near the birdhouse, but I could be wrong about that. They could be...
Remember those guys.
Yeah. Boy, who could forget? They are monsters. Oh, come on, man, really? You're gonna make me...
It auto corrects you to the angle of the rope, which is interesting.
Man, I'm glad these got easier to land on, because... Okay, so they want you to do that, right? Oh, these guys, too. Those douchebags who bump you off of stuff. Alright, more yarn. Yarn for the yarn god. Oh, that was the treasure here? I thought I was... Well... Oh, right. Okay, so there's a couple of different paths up here. I'm really familiar with, say, like, the actual birdhouse when you get there.
Not so much the path up to the birdhouse.
Yeah, so when you start up, when you go, like when I'm doing warm-ups and I'm going to level 4 or just deciding to replay or whatever, I just pick the chapter I want off of the menu, and it ports you like right here would be where I'd start. Oh, good badge seller guy right here. So, the birdhouse is my least favorite of the level 4 areas. It's not terribly worse than the others, but it's easier to get lost. Okay, so this is the Fast Hatter badge. The name on the JPEG file for it in the assets suggests that it was originally called the Preteen Angst badge.
Oh, come on. What's so bad about that? Other than the fact that, you know, maybe most of your audience is preteen.
The one-hit hero badge. Maybe I'll come back for that when we have no other need for pawns at all. So yeah, this is, this just greatly reduces the cooldown on your hats. Here's with it off. Here's with it on. Boom! Right. And we want that because we need to recharge our brewing hat really, really fast here, so... Okay, so when we approach these big nests...
What is that?
That's a big mutant egg thing.
Okay.
It's like a half-fertilized egg or something.
Oh, weird.
They pop out of these weird nests, they start ringing like an alarm clock, and they bum rush you. And then they explode and blow you off the side of the... Yeah. They're horrible, and they come up out of nowhere, and they're terrifying. Kind of in the way the Sonic 2 drowning music is terrifying.
Or like the hissing sounds that a creeper makes in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like you hear it and you're like, oh shit, where is it?
They're not quite as panicky as some of that, just because they don't, like, permanently steal your crap or whatever. But, you know, like a creeper in Minecraft will, like, blow up your house.
Yeah.
Now, I will note, okay, so if I can backtrack a little bit and do some, like, level design-y stuff, there's a really big obvious barrier between you and this one. So you get, unless you're, like, just burning through the level real fast, you get a chance to be like, what the hell is that? And stop back and let it, like, run up against the barrier. And then your next introduction... You get some cover. It blew up, but you get some cover, but not as much as you did previous. And so it gives you the idea, like, okay, these are going to be popping up, and then it just starts. It just
Surprise!
just starts
around the blind corner.
Yeah, just gets right to diddling you with them. So here's this guy. He's kind of stuck halfway through the floor. Elvis! Oh! Curse you! Vengeance is mine, Elvis! Oh, vengeance is the law.
My favorite artist, Yelvis. You ain't nothing but out! Love you, Danny.
Yes, please do consider this stream to be our addition to collectively be not so grump after Danny inevitably leaves over creative differences and or becomes so successful that he just leaves the show behind. Sorry, Aaron.
Finally succumbs to his crippling cocaine addiction.
Right.
That he apparently shoots into his eyeballs, so...
That, you know... that new song was eye-opening. Almost as eye-opening as shooting cocaine directly into your eyes. So... No, but I mean, he's a rock star. Like, it is almost inevitable that he'll have some kind of drug-fueled meltdown at some point, right? He's real successful now, so that's just gonna happen. Rift token. You know what? Let's pick a... Oh, I only have one. Well, the Forest Critter's a nice die set. We'll do that. I'm gonna be green for this. Yeah! Doesn't that enhance the play experience? Clearly giving me good luck already. Because jumps in this game are luck-based. Total RNG screw. Not, you know.
Little shiny bale of hay.
I see the crows. They're just chatting. Oh, I need to get this guy to blow it up. Okay. Oh, I hope he keeps respawning forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a present in there. Let's go.
Presents.
I want the present. Let's go get the present. Oh, it's sealed off from this side. I gotta be honest, I don't remember how to get it. We could look around for a little bit. But, yeah,
Well, the present.
I like
And
presents.
the present's for me.
Yeah.
Oh, there's shiny in the back of it, too.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
So many shiny things.
Oh hey, check it out. A chance to use my favorite mask, which is now green because of the Mad Hatter badge, the one that reduces your cooldowns, is super useful with the Dweller mask. Because the Dweller mask, you know.
Very short duration.
Yeah, and if you're high up enough, you can actually get the cooldown. You can get the cooldown to expire in midair, which well then how the F do you get in there? Do I run up this wall?
There's something up there.
Yeah, but I don't think I can reach it with right. I think that's a little out of my reach. It's out of my reach. As Dan McNeely would say. Oh man, they look so bad. Swipe or no swipe? Oh man. Well. My whole life has been a lie. I'm not actually good at a hat in time at all. Yeah, that's really weird. I wonder if you
Oh, maybe you jump up from down.
from the bottom. That's what our handy look up button is for. No?
No, there's more there.
What the hell?
Well, it looks kind of angled. Maybe not. I'm so confused.
Yeah, there's no slat to get in up there. Yeah, I think we've seen it from all directions. I don't see a way in. Unless it's implying that we need to no, because we've seen what the hell? Up top? Is it through the top? No, there's
a hole in the wall there.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, go down and somehow get all the way up to the top in that section. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay. But how the... Oh. Oh.
There's stuff above you too.
Oh. Okay. 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 So
Now
it's
we
up
know.
there. Now we know. We know now. Oh, so it looks like I need to get in there and then blow that up. Okay. So I need to come from across that bridge, blow that up, and get into there. Right? Okay. So that means we need to get, on those platforms, get across to there. Alright, we're working this out. We're working this out. We're on our way. We're, finding our way back home. I live now, living on the road. I'm coming! That's for anybody who understandably didn't get that reference. That's off the first Rush album that nobody remembers. So,
Because it was the first Rush.
and it's not very good compared to all of their later work. But I got a soft spot for a couple of songs. Not so much that one. That one is still pretty bad. So I think this is the right... Oh no! Oh, I had the wrong hat equipped. So you see, I do not like those egg bastards. They suck eggs. They're egg-sucking eggs, boy. That's cannibalism. What a thrill. With darkness and silence
Not
through the night.
nearly long enough to qualify for that.
What a thrill. Okay, so yeah, down this way. That leads us over to here. Oh no! Ah!
You really had those masters. I
Yep.
didn't see that one.
Yeah. No, you gotta be on your toes on this one. This is why I don't like the birdhouse. Pretty much just those guys, and the fact that there's a little bit of this old school platformery, remember where to go kind of stuff, or figure out where to go kind of stuff. Oh no! Oh hey, that was nice of them. Okay, the egg is still gone. No!
Fucking.
Oh, and I'm dead. Well, that is unfortunate, but you know what? When the horse knocks you off, you just gotta get right back up and eat that horse. So... we watched the 60th episode
Dragon Ball Z
season
Abridged.
finale of Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Yeah.
So amazing.
It's the best show.
My baby boy!
No spoilers for today. I mean, that's... or I guess yesterday. Whatever. Spoilers. It's pre-season then. Just... you had a day.
So amazing.
If you knew about it and wanted to watch it, you would have.
Right.
I will say that... I think it's superior to the original show in every way.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you kinda liked the concept of Dragon Ball, but thought the execution... or Dragon Ball Z, but thought the execution was flawed, to say the least...
With so much filler that
yeah.
you could literally cut out all of the filler episodes and have like a just 20 minutes
Actual show.
actual show.
Which is what they did, and it's really funny, and they added a bunch of jokes, which is appropriate because, you know, the original Dragon Ball was full of potty humor and stuff, too.
Well, and
so.
the joke, like, the characters that they created are so just reminiscent of the actual Dragon Ball characters that they're based off of. So much better than the shitty
Right.
Americanized version.
Well, and even, like, I think in the Japanese version of the show, even, it became more about... It was one of those things Toriyama did not want to write more Dragon Ball.
He didn't want to do more Dragon Ball, but they insisted, and so he was like, alright, but I'm just gonna make it the high-powered fantasy that I wanted to make anyway, and they're like, whatever.
As long as it's more Dragon Ball.
As long as it's more Goku and more Bulma and more...
Right. And it was for a little while.
Yeah.
Which I think he's got... I think he in particular has got these really power-trippy editors that have his nuts in a vice because he has, let's say, several serious weaknesses as a writer that they probably compensate for regularly, and so he feels that he owes them. So I can't deny that.
I don't know, I just feel like it's the culture over there in Japan, because Hideo Kojima does the same thing, where, like, he doesn't want to keep making these fucking games, or he doesn't want to keep making the same characters and the same stories, but people keep, you know, death threats and whatever,
Right.
and they feel like they have to in order to keep creating.
So, not to go totally off topic here, remember when I said there was a bird that laid those gigantic eggs?
Yeah.
This is Big Mama. I don't think that's her actual name, but...
Why is she upside down?
I think I need to help her or something. Oh, whatever.
By jumping into her like
I could be really tasteful, but instead I'm just gonna make a Deuce Bigelow reference and say, "That's a huge bitch!" Oh, I think that's new. I think that's new with the DLC. I could be wrong. The little animation with the timepiece where she like pats it and stuff. Yeah. I thought she just did the whole like, hold one hand up, you got the thing. Sort of deal. So one more to go, and it's the lava cake, which means I'm gonna run back. We're gonna go back to the hub, and I'm going to hunt down some yarn and some time rifts, which we were gonna do anyway.
yeah.
Before we moved on to the last area, so it's not really delaying anything. It is delaying the onset of... Oh, this guy. Okay, we've unlocked the Death Wish mode, which sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little bitter that the DLC kind of like.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a lot more.
I like watching you run around the seal cruise ship area because the seals are so fucking cute, but it also seems like a giant clusterfuck.
Oh yeah.
And not a single part of the Snatcher's Death Wish things looked fun at all.
They were not. Oh, what the hell? Does the order of the cows matter? I swear to God. Maybe I have to do...
You need to make sure that the tinfoil hat guy is on top.
Oh no, what I needed to do was put the UFO down first, obviously. So that, these open purple time rifts, which are harder and longer. But they're mostly... they're qualitatively different than the blue time rifts in a way that I don't think I've done a purple one yet, so I'll show it off. Oh, I don't know enough pawns to do that. That's okay, we're going to collect more as we go, and I'm kind of glad I unlocked one in the Subcon Forest, because that place has just a crap ton of yarn and open area to run around in, so...
Yarn.
See, there's the purple time rift detected. And then I've got one blue one left to find here as well. So that's our clue. And the purple one is right there. So off we go into the Subcon Forest. And we're gonna find us some time rifts, baby. It's gonna be fun. We're all gonna enjoy it!
We will! Won't we?
So we'll unequip... We'll go for the Mad Hatter badge and equip the Scooter badge, because it's good for getting around the Subcon Forest in a timely manner, and I get to do sweet flips on it. Okay. It's not great in the swamp, obviously. You'd be sitting there cleaning tall rushes and weeds out of your wheel wells for the rest of the time. Oh boy, that draw distance. Let's, draw distance? Yeah. Oh, that didn't...
Oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, this is the best. Everybody loves...
Menus!
Woo! Oh no, I did turn that up. Alright. That's a little better, I guess. So I'm pretty sure one of the time rifties that we're looking for is around here. If we get... We're not gonna just wander around lost for a half hour either. If we're stuck for too long, we can look it up, because on a performance, you know, when I'm doing this in front of people, I don't want to waste their damn time, so I will swallow my pride if I have to. But, you know, we're gonna wander around and look first, 'cause where's the fun in just giving up immediately? And we are hoping to snag about 20 pieces of yarn while we're at this, so... I'm kind of amazed that I had so little yarn at the end of the game here. On my main file I had... I don't remember having to go back through and do a bunch of extra searching, but...
Well, you also had plenty of time to just run around and explore and get lost and...
Which I totally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Alright.
Yeah. Trees have creepy eyes in them.
Yeah. Oh man, speaking of creepy, we haven't... I don't think we've used any of the nooses yet. There's parts of the forest where there are nooses that you can use to traverse.
Yeah.
And they talk to you and compliment your pretty slender neck. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't hang children. Hanging children is a bad thing.
I would take a brave stand with you and say that hanging children is probably unfair.
Unfair. Just a little bit.
Oh, come on, are you serious? Did you see that? Did you see that? No, I gotta blow the wall up. I'm just not doing that. Oh, come on. No. Evil shadow hands. Oh, I made it. Okay. I didn't want to throw that. I wanted to drop it. Where's my drop button? Okay. Because I need to do this first. And that got us some yarn, so yay. And a big old skeleton! It's a Skeleman!
Skeleman.
Spooky, scary Skelemans with burning, fiery eyes. Whoa! That wasn't supposed to happen.
So does that one turn into a Stalnox?
Oh man.
I mean, he's got 2 eyes instead of 1, but...
Right. Well, that makes him tougher. He's a Stalnox with depth perception. And 2 weak
Yeah,
points.
so he doesn't have to bend down and be like, how far away are you? Oh, okay.
You take out the first eye and then he's just a regular Stalnox, which is still pretty tough, right? Actually, I don't think any Stalnox has ever given me trouble, including the one in the Master Trials.
No.
They're really easy.
Yeah.
If you know enough about shooting to get to the Master Trials, they should not be a problem for you. Yeah, we're gonna get that.
Shiny's in the shed.
Okay, and hey, there's a fire barrier. We need to go find some foxes. Some
Give them precious hearts to burn.
yeah. Oh, here's one. Okay.
You look new around here.
Oh,
You
come on.
know, I haven't seen a good solid neck like yours for a long time.
Understand what he's saying at all.
Oh. Well, I think he said something like, I haven't seen a good solid neck like yours in a long time. Yeah. Oh, man. Alright. I don't know where the fox barrier is for that one. They usually give you like a little, not necessarily for the fox barriers, but just obstacles in the game. They tend to have like a...
You know, every time I hear somebody talking about a firewall, I think of that fucking episode of Reboot.
with the James Bond
With
song.
the James Bond song.
Firewall. Firewall. Yeah. That was a great show.
Such a good show.
Does it hold up? Do you know if it holds up?
You know, there's the first couple of episodes where it was very clear that they were on a lower budget because it was their pilot, and that one is awful.
Oh.
It looks like trash. But in later seasons, it got way better, especially after Enzo grows up and
Oh,
the
yeah.
graphics are better, and this story turns into like a little bit of a melodramatic, like teenager. I got separated from my family and my life is shit. And
Doesn't he like changes his name to Matrix?
Yeah.
And because it was 2000 and
Yeah.
everybody wanted the Matrix. Oh, hey, another relic. Good, we needed that one.
Well, you know, his last name is Matrix. It's Enzo Matrix and Dot Matrix.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
so
they
there
just
was
refer to him by his last name.
there was yeah. So there was precedent. It wasn't just
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Right, yeah, she's named Dot Matrix after Dot Matrix printers, and then Bob is just Bob because they had to have a normal name for their protagonist, otherwise.
Well, I feel like there was some kind of intentional statement to give him just the name Bob, right? Oh, that's what I wanted. Well, shit.
But yeah, so like Bob turns into this fucking Silver Surfer character, where he's like, he travels through servers and
Well,
he's
didn't
like
he
this
like
enigmatic, like, Messiah character.
didn't he got like derezzed or
Yeah.
like pulled into the internet because he
Yeah.
lost a game?
Right, yeah.
Due to the machinations of the evil Megabyte or something.
Yeah, whatever.
That was a good show.
Well, yeah, and it, as far as I remember, it holds up, but there's that annoying character, Mike the TV.
Oh, he was great
I
though.
know, yeah, he has some good jokes every now and then, but
Yeah.
He's still, like, he follows everybody around, and makes annoying quips and everything, and...
He's your sort of standard children's show comic relief, where
Right.
he's constantly...
Yeah, he's the guy with the fucking annoying-ass sound effects, and...
Okay, here's a painting. So we're actually getting where we need to go.
Payments of $99.
Okay, I remember him now. I remember them doing like a dungeon crawler where they all had D&D
Yes,
classes.
that one was amazing.
And Mike the Talking TV was like a Viking warrior.
Yeah, and I think the episode where Enzo loses the game and he gets sucked into the internet or whatever is a fighting game or something, and he fights Diablo from Diablo 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
5 paintings, you greedy bastards. Burn it all down, Hat Kid. Burn down the school. Trap them inside so they can't get away, Hat Kid. Yay! It's just artwork. Nobody will miss it, Hat Kid. Okay, I need... What hat do I need? Shit! What I need is a cherry, more than anything. I need a... Oh, there's one. There's one up there. Okay. Well... Oh, and I need to destroy this, because the... Okay, so those eyeballs look at stuff, and if you destroy both of the things, or all of the things they are looking at... Oh! Hey, I got it anyway. That's nice.
I'll borrow you real quick.
If you destroy all the stuff, then they create, like, they open a treasure chest, or they... Ah! Is there something else I need to destroy with this? No? I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh. Well, what did that accomplish?
It feels like you're full of joy. And join us.
That is true. I was full of joyness.
Join us.
So, we're burning paintings here. This is, you know, just a happy little scene.
There are no accidents here.
Or there's no mistakes.
There's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. You know, I've been watching a lot of Bob Ross.
Have you?
Yes.
He's really fun to watch.
He is, and he can do a fucking painting in 20 minutes flat. And you can tell the episodes where he's getting short on time, and then he'll just like, he kind of just, okay, what we're gonna do here is put this big ass tree in to fill up this corner that I have.
Yes. Well,
you know I like big trees. Everybody needs a friend, and he slaps 3 more trees.
oh, the scooter's getting in the way now. And I think I would rather have the Mad Hatter badge on for the cooldown on my Dweller mask at this point. Speaking of. Yeah, Bob Ross is, I mean, he's been doing this for friggin' ever,
Right,
so... Okay, but I need to get rid of the things that's... Okay. Whoa! What are you? Oh! Whoa! Oh my god!
You gonna die.
Yeah!
What the fuck? Run! Run, Hackett! The fuck?
Oh, it's those that they pretend to be statues, and then
Oh,
when you turn your back.
like the fucking Weeping Angels
Yeah.
from Doctor Who.
From that show the kids like.
The show the kids like. You know, I haven't watched that episode at all.
Me
I
neither.
see screenshots. And I'm like, nope, that's creepy enough for me, thanks.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh man, that was. I mean, did you? Oh. Now I can disappoint the audience at home as well as my parents. Oh, there it is. More yarn!
Shiny!
Yeah, the Subcon Forest is my favorite level, and it's for this part, the wandering around, you know, collecting shit. It's such a fun, just like, well-built sort of jungle gym of platforming challenges.
Burn the flame.
It's got that cool thing good collectathons have going on, where there's a bunch of different paths around, and, right, you can kind of like, I'm gonna take the high road, and if you fail, you do like, it's almost like a Sonic the Hedgehog deal, like the old 2D Sonics, where you're trying to take the high path to get to a thing, but if you fall, you just, like, don't die, you go to a lower path, and then you can
It's
either...
harder with more enemies.
Yeah, and you can continue on the lower path if you're just trying to get somewhere, but if there was a thing you were specifically chasing on the upper path, you might be like, okay, well, now my job is to get back there so I can, you know, do the rest of my work, and it's, I don't know, it's good. It's good as a game, I like it. Disappointed in that DLC, but, you know,
Yeah.
I'm willing to forgive, particularly given these guys like budget constraints and newbie status. And I think what really happened. Oh, it was well, I like them, but I really need yarn. Like bunch more yarn, like 14 more yarn. I think what happened with the DLC, which I should probably wait to talk about at length till I'm actually playing the DLC, but I think what happened with the DLC is that the guys, whatever, they just took criticism about the game being too easy to heart. Right. And they,
decided to make it for the hardcores.
Right, and I think it was a mistake because they're not very good at designing hard areas. Like, the thing I like about this game is that it's sort of freeform and relaxing, and if I really, really wanted a white-knuckle 3D platformer that was going to make me bite through my belt, I would play Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario 64, right? But I love A Hat in Time because I can play it sleep-deprived, or, you know...
Right, well, it's a cute little character that you're putting through horrible, awful things.
Yeah.
By putting them through a really difficult level. And that's not fair to the kids who buy the, you know...
Right.
thing based on the picture and say, oh, it's a cute little hat kid with an umbrella and, excuse me, a parasol.
No, it's not a parasol.
Oh.
There's a whole thing about
okay,
it.
it's an umbrella and not a parasol.
And not a parasol. Que se ne paras, I don't know. Ne se est un parasol? I don't speak any French. Alright, we burned it all down. Just like the voices in our head told us, and now we've unlocked that part of the forest, which I believe is where one of our time rifts is. So... yeah, and it's like... specifically what set A Hat in Time apart for me was that... it's relaxing. It's relaxing to play. I can play it, and it's fun. I liked that about
Listen to the
it.
music right here. This is relaxing music. It's kind of cool and ethereal, and you know, whereas in Super Mario 64, the music is upbeat and sometimes super tense, and you gotta be like, oh, look, we gotta go fast.
Right. And this game pulls that stuff for, like, boss fights, which I'm super cool with. I don't know, and at the very least it's optional. Like, you can totally beat the entire game without doing a lick of it.
Yeah.
Right, which is good. That's good design. If you're gonna make a super hard extra area, then
Right.
at least let people who don't want to put themselves through that see the ending.
It's just unfortunate because some people, like, there are so many people who want to 100% a game, and then when you release DLC, and then it's impossible for a certain percentage of people to complete it 100%,
Right.
you know? And I mean, fortunately, nobody had to pay for it, but...
Well, anybody who got it after the first launch date did. It's $5 now, so... I believe the co-op DLC is free forever, so you could just get co-op mode for free, which is, that's great, because that's the best part.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet, but it's almost guaranteed to be. Just
Right.
co-op is always good, and it makes any fun game gets better with co-op, because you're doing it with a friend now, and it's like, hey, you remember the time when, you know... It's like, I hate Halo.
Yeah.
The first Halo particularly has the worst, like, its level design is trash! God, it's the worst for that, and it's
Gray
like...
box connected to a gray hallway, connecting to another gray box that are supposed to be rooms.
If you, like, I know I have a bad sense of direction, but if you got through the first Halo without ever being like, where do I go? What is this room? Looks exactly like all the other rooms. then please let me know, because I don't believe it.
Comment, like, and subscribe.
Right? Smash that motherfucking like button. Make sure you click the bell so that you get updates. And
Comment with how worthless we are,
Right.
because we apparently couldn't get through Halo without getting
And
lost even once.
comment and tell me what your favorite Pokemon is and why I suck at Halo. Okay, so here's that time rift. And ahead in time, I'm sure, you know, on YouTube now you can watch young men do whatever you want, and that sometimes means sexual things, but sometimes... Oh, come on. Sometimes it means that you get to watch Spyro Knight absolutely destroy this game, and he's my favorite Hat in Time speedrunner. Spyro Knight. I watch his stuff sometimes. Xander and I watch it together, and he really likes it. Okay, I hit it. So I believe this is our first purple time rift. They are these big. They got a different music. They don't all have that. Like the blue time rifts are all made of kind of those weird blocks, right? This repurposes level assets, and you're looking for these bad boys, which are pages from a storybook that expand on the plot of the world you're in, which is super, super neat. Confession time, have never gotten all of the pages in any of the purple rifts, so you don't need them to complete the rift. And you can see the ones you've got, but, like, you'll just be missing pages in the story if you, right. So, these golden pawns here are unique to purple time rifts. You need them, I did it again. You need them in order to open the doorway to the next zone. The doors into the next zone are one way. Which is why I've never completed one of these time rifts, because I'm never sure, like, I feel like I've explored everything, but, oh man, I'm about to die too, which actually has some consequence in purple time rifts, because you lose the stuff you've collected up to that point, I believe, and since the doors are one way, you follow me? I think you keep the pages, but I think you lose your golden pawns. What is real interesting from a level design perspective here is that there are more there are enough golden pawns in each area to get you to the next area, but there are extras in earlier areas, so if you're assiduous about hunting down golden pawns in the first areas, you can skip some middle areas, or, you know...
If you're having trouble with an area, you can be like, oh, well, at least I got these extra pawns.
Yes. And 100% speedrunners can determine which golden pawns are the fastest to get and which are the fastest to skip. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Am I fucked here? How do I... Okay. Oh, okay.
Everything is fine, nothing is ruined.
Everything is fine, nothing is wrong. Taste long bad. Oh. So, the purple time rifts are harder, and I've realized on rewatching some of my earlier stuff, because, you know, I gotta watch tapes of the game so I can see what Purdue was doing. Why we lost to Purdue fucking again.
I'm tired of losing to Purdue.
But I was noticing that I said that, oh, see, I missed one. I missed one right there, and now I can't go back and get it. Damn it. Timer was ruined.
Nothing is fine, everything is ruined.
But I said, like, the big parade one was the hardest time rift, because you have those owls following you around and stuff.
Yeah.
And I should probably clarify that I meant the blue time rifts, because I think all the purple time rifts are harder than the blue ones. But only in the sense that, like, trying to 100% them is really hard. Completing them, usually you just die a couple times if you're not great at the game like I am, you know. To be clear, I'm saying I'm not great at the game, not that I am great at the game. Being good at things is for young people with no responsibilities.
Yeah, people with fucking time. No toddlers to take care of.
I feel like I do okay, you know. Oh, it's a fool's pawn. I had enough. I just, you know.
You got greedy, man.
Right, You got greedy, Martin. You know, see, there's all these lanterns that hint that I may be able to like hookshot onto them and go to those old places, and like I'm sure that's where all the fucking hidden pages that I can't find are, but you know, I'm on 1 health here. And I've already missed one of the pages, so there's not really a point in trying to full complete the thing. We'll see. I keep meaning to like redo these until I get, you know, 100% on them, but I had like a thing. Oh god, these disappeared.
Oh no. Jeez,
Oh man. Oh jeez.
oh jeez.
Get the Minnesota accent going. You got one of those now. It's been long enough.
Fake it, okay.
I think you just sort of have one naturally. You just don't notice because you're not around people with a really strong southern accent anymore. Although I guess over Christmas you were.
Well, I never really had a really strong southern accent anyway.
Oh.
Because my mother was raised in Ohio. My dad went to college in Ohio. That's where they met, was in Ohio. And, so they both kind of had the neutral Midwestern accent when I was a kid. And then, I mean, Dad's always kind of had a strong southern accent. He's from South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, and you will take on the accent of where you live. Like, I had a friend who lived in Minnesota his whole life and moved to Texas, and when he came back to visit us, he had the strongest Texas accent. We were all really surprised, and he was like, man, I don't even hear it, right?
Yeah.
It's a large, heavy book titled Proof of Ethical Consumption Under Capitalism. The pages are all blank, am I right? Am I right, you guys? Topical. Hot topical. So, 7 of 9. That means I've still missed one more, even with the one I know I'm missing. Disappointing.
I am disappointed.
And then at the end, you get to beat one of these up and get a crap ton of pawns out of it.
I'm knocking off this side.
No, fortunately it invis-walls, so it doesn't. That would be annoying. And then it blows up and it gives you a timepiece.
Timepieces.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Is it?
So, the Tale of Queen Vanessa. They're all in just like picture book format, no words. So.
That bastard.
He was going to Wendy's behind her back. Oh. And he's, you know.
Oh, he was buying flowers for her. She misunderstood.
And then.
Killed him for no reason.
And then 100% the rift to find out what happened. Or go look it up on the internet.
I'm gonna guess he died. Or was turned into one of those fucking ice statues.
There's a fan theory that he's the Snatcher, actually. Of course
fan theory for everything.
So that's the Yeti. That's my favorite ice hat, but I never use the ice hat, so I'm kind of thinking of re-rolling it, but... Nobody cares except for me. I'm gonna take it. Even though I already have like 4 ice hats. It's one of those hats that has like 700 variants, and I think they just had a bunch of ideas for them.
Yeah. Well, winter hats are cute. You can do the little puffball ones, or ones with little flapper ear things, or, you know, ones that look like seals.
Yeah.
Fuzzy seals, or teddy bears.
Or Crofts. No? Seals and Crofts. Summer dreams, the summer breeze makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Oh, we already have a Strictly Better flair for the kids' hat. Ah, we got the crappiest. Got burned. Got burned. And now we don't have enough rift tokens to roll more. Damn it. Get out the microtransaction card.
Oh, God, no.
Oh god.
Dear God, no.
If that ever happens, I'm taking back every nice thing I said about this game. If they start selling booster packs of like Hat Kid.
$1.99 per roll.
Oh god. You know what'll happen. Someday when these guys get bought out by EA.
Actibliz.
You guys are making money, that seems like fun. What if we made a crap ton more money and you didn't?
Right.
Care to sign over your life's work to us? Alright. Belly slide. Okay, so we're looking for that last time rift. And 12 more yarn. So that's at least kind of going okay. I think what we might have to do is go comb Mafia Town, because I have not gone back and like cleaned that place out. So I think, yeah, okay, you can see your hint like up here, up in the upper right there. I wish I could get over there and like expand it to be bigger. But it kind of looks like this, like one of these is in the frame to me.
If someone were to Google search, what would one type in Google?
Okay, Subcon, or yeah, Subcon Forest Time Rift Blue. There's 2 of them, so. Yeah, it looks like, okay, this is the correct sky color, more or less. It looks like the orange is off to the other side, so I might be in the wrong area. Might need to go this way. The sections of the forest are color-coded, actually, which is pretty cool, but... So... does the purple fade into the orange at some point? Do feel free to jump in on me if you've got something.
What's the picture?
The upper right there, you see?
Yeah. The one that appears to be on a wall is located in a gated area with a fountain in the center surrounded by transparent green platforms.
Doesn't narrow it down too much, but I appreciate it anyway.
New around here.
Oh, hey, more yarn. Oh, hey, Big Zan.
Okay, Big Zan.
Some yarn. And then in the meantime, we're assembling instructions for the interocitor. That's gonna be nice when that's done. Okay, so I think it's at the intersection. There's like blue on one side, orange on the other, so I might be kinda in the region now. Okay, so this looks like the correct kind of building material, perhaps? It's like got stone on the outside and wooden slats on the... well, I'm at least gonna look at these shiny treasures while I'm in the region. This'll all be worth it when I'm taking care of business in the... Yes! Oh, I can't believe that worked. I timed that really, really well. Yeah, we need more yarn. We need... I think we're even missing a couple of relics, which... boy, do we need, because those open purple time rifts is the deal with them. You use pawns to repair statues for daises. Diocese? I'm definitely sure that's not it.
Yeah.
But it's not actually Latin, it doesn't end with a US. So. Well, it actually, okay, it might be Latin anyway. I think it's Greek. I'm not. Whatever. So, relic. We need relic pieces to unlock purple time rifts. Is the long and short of it. Yeah, shinies. You gotta be careful not to tear your long flowy cape on the top of that fence.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to catch your cape on something and die in an embarrassing way.
Well, or just your mom will kill you if you tear your cape while you're out adventuring. You know, she's like, how many damn times have I sewed this up for you? You can't just go out every weekend and tear your damn cape. It's like, Mom, jeez. Jeez Louise, Mom.
Sorry, somebody stole all the fuel from my ship and I had to go find all my timepieces and... I told you to be careful with that ship.
I really regret getting you that for your bar mitzvah. Or your bat mitzvah? Yeah, because it's your bat mitzvah. Oh, there was another path the whole time. Hey, dessert tray. I'm working on the assumption that the time rift we're going to is in a place we have not been to yet. So that, oh, invisible. Ah. So that if I follow the shinies, I will eventually just, you know, get where I need to go. And I'll be unlocking the yarn that I desperately need, so... Well, that's just rude. Rude! Whew! Oh. Crap. Well... This one's right here. That's yarn we need. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure most of the game's yarn is in the subcon forest. Like a majority by location. I could be wrong, there's a lot in Mafia Town as well, but I just haven't done a treasure sweep on Mafia Town. I'm really grateful that the range on your hookshot is really absurdly, crazily long. Gives you a lot of leeway.
Well, that episode of, I forget, like it was Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but Piccolo stretches his arms out randomly.
Oh.
He's like, whoa, we can do that? Yeah, I forget about him sometimes too.
I know that happens in the Lord Slug movie, but I don't think it's that instance of it. I think he does it again in one of the episodes. I'm having trouble with her. So I was having trouble with this with the DLC earlier with that jump to get on the ship. You remember?
Yeah.
Where when you come off your hookshot, if you do it properly, you're supposed to get like this nice kick up jump, and I keep not getting that. But I know you can still get it because I get it sometimes, and I can't tell if it's me fucking up or if I know there have been some bugs introduced with the DLC, and I wonder if that's a part of it. Because it might explain why the jump is so hard, right?
Right.
Like, they might have intended that you'd be able to do that, and you can't now, or... So, who knows? Yeah, I'm not getting the proper jump height off of that, and I don't know what's up. So, do you think that Akira Toriyama or George Lucas is worse at naming characters?
George Lucas.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There we go, I got it that time. So, like, because Akira Toriyama just names...
At least Akira Toriyama, it's in a different language, so that we can, you know, localize it to be somewhat better. But George Lucas, I mean, that's all in English. He's that dumb in his own language.
It's really in weird, creepy alien language. I think about it, but I take your meaning. Well, besides Mon Calamari, which... I always when I do a tabletop roleplay for Star Wars, I always try to
Yeah.
make an appropriately retarded name
Yeah.
for my character. Maybe named Talon Gendro or something. That's from something. It's like could be a character in the EU or someone else who made a joke about it.
You know, George Lucas has written several books, non-Star Wars related.
Really?
They're all trash.
Really?
I've read 3 of them. and
Really?
Yes, they're absolute garbage.
I had no idea.
They're shitty fantasy. Like,
Oh.
I forget, one of them is about some Dark Knight, and
Sounds
even, and it's crazy, because even the cover art, like, I feel like the artist didn't have anything really to work with, so the cover art even is boring compared to other fantasy novels. And, you know, when
That's
you pick
amazing.
up a fantasy novel, it's usually some chainmail bikini-clad girl, and
Right.
this one, the one that I remember is this fucking dude with a nondescript face, wearing black armor on a black horse, and standing in front of a completely grayed out background.
Okay.
And the background, no trees, it's just straight up stone, flat earth all the way to the horizon. And the horizon isn't even like, it's all washed out and gray and ashen colored, and it's like, really? That's the best you could come up with for the cover of your book. It's so boring and gray and black and white, and that you told the artist. You either told the artist that that's what you wanted, or the artist read your book and couldn't think of anything better to put on the cover of your book.
You destroyed a person's imagination. You ruined an artist. Right.
Right.
Oh, so this is the gated-in area with the fountain in the middle. I just realized. Yeah. And that means a time rift is probably up one of these a ways. We were here before when we were searching out yarn. Now don't I feel silly. In fact, here's the wooden platformy bits. Where the... Yeah, so... It's right up there. Okay. Ah, Gert, come on! I've lost all my kapowza. My bouncity bounce.
You had bouncity bounce?
Oh, that's a Daria line, I think.
No.
The you had bouncity bounce line is.
Oh, right. Okay. It was
Brittany was the.
Brittany was saying
she lost all her bouncity bounce.
She lost all of her bouncity bounce. You had bouncity bounce.
What's the
Daria?
Yeah, I love that show. I know it's not. I know it hasn't aged perfectly. Granted, the '90s is a fractious era. I don't know how I'm going to get up there.
Magic.
The thing I tried before hadn't worked, so...
Can you use the spider to get to that other platform? And then...
Yes. Yeah, good thinking.
You think that because you see it?
You think that because you see that. Oh, yay, I love this one.
Cookies!
And, like most of the Subcon or like the other blue Subcon Forest one, this one's pretty easy and just a good time. You're just gonna enjoy yourself, you know? That means it becomes about self-expression and completing it stylishly and quickly. And failing at that several times, then, you know...
I'm just doing it as a...
I also love any part of the game that lets me do that wall run bounce thing, where I'm, you know, wall run jumping off of multiple walls.
Yes.
Oh, that's so great. I feel like that is the most underutilized mechanic in the game, and I wish they'd do more with it, because it's so satisfying and fun to do. There's a little bit of it in the DLC, which made me happy, but... Well, and I was trashing on the DLC earlier, because I don't think it's... I was disappointed in it, right?
It's not up to par.
Yeah.
What was expected.
But I think there's genuinely some really cool stuff in it. I like the seals are super adorable
Yes.
and well within keeping of the game's sort of general standard of quality in terms of NPCs.
All the seals are like children and they're incompetent, but they have to run this shit. And
Yes. But they're sad flipper hands.
and they keep making clumsy mistakes, and they're like toddlers, so
Oh, what?
they drop and break stuff, and they just sweep it under the rug like, oh, maybe the boss won't notice.
Dude, that's a new ice hat. That's crazy.
It's like a weird Nautilus shell. Weird.
The DLC did add new hat skins and color deals, and I believe there is still no option to make Hat Kid a redhead, which is a crime. If they're releasing more DLC, that's my top request, is give me a fucking skin that makes her a redhead and gives her, like, forest green clothes. Okay? Guys? It's real simple.
I don't know. There was apparently a controversy over the black girl that they added.
There always is, come
Right?
on.
And it's like, dude, if they hadn't added a black girl at all, you wouldn't be complaining. You would just move on with your lives.
Yeah. It seems, I don't know. I know this may just be being sheltered or whatever, but I don't believe it. I think people drum up controversy over this stuff
Yeah.
for... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way that, what was it, Warner Brothers, or whoever published that Ghostbusters film, the remake, they actually deleted more reasonable comments and left in
Oh,
the
yeah.
really crazy
Oh,
sexist
yeah.
ones to
Heard
give the
about
impression that the only complaints about the film were coming
Right.
from nut jobs.
Well, yeah, and like they were showing clips of the ladies in interviews and stuff saying like, oh yeah, that's just such a small percentage of the population that's making waves about it. So like they knew, they weren't upset about anything. Nobody was like actually following them and threatening to kill them or anything.
Well, any more than any actor has to already
Right,
deal with
true,
because they're a
true.
public figure, and right?
Right.
Like I think for them it's just kind of part of their day job. And,
You, being a celebrity, you already just automatically attract weird people.
yeah. Okay, so I have part of that and then part of the burger. Yeah, it's like a dessert tray, but I don't have all the relics yet, so we're gonna be limited on that. But I can get more. I know where a bunch more are. So have I unlocked? I believe I unlocked the Mafia Town one. No, I didn't, because it's the burger one. Good damn. Well, I believe I am missing a blue. Oh, you need, okay, well, I need the time hat to do Chapter 6 anyway, but I'm missing a blue timepiece from here, so... Boy, we are, Well, I am 8 yarn away from completing that thing, so I'm gonna go hunt down relics and yarn in Mafia Town.
Mafia Town.
Mafia Town. Down with Mafia Town. It's not like my favorite level, but it's very pretty.
So shiny. Look at her eyes.
I know. Everything about this game is adorable. It makes my nut bladder hurt. It's great. I assume you're familiar with that meme,
Yes.
so I won't explain at all. Okay. Whee! Nautilus hat. So yeah, now that we have the ice hat, I never came back here, but the ice hat unlocks a crap ton of stuff in Mafia Town, because there are these platforms everywhere. And the cool thing is that a lot of them are like these two-way platforms that get you from the beach to the top of town and back, which is great. Yeah, that one is tough to get. I'm gonna give it a shot, but I believe this one... Okay, I got it in one try, that's nice. I spent something like 20 minutes
It's hard to land
directly on this,
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
And it's too easy to, like, when you're getting up onto this one earlier, to, like, overshoot it and have, like, Hat Kid climb up the side and hop over it, and then you land in the construction zone below, and it's a pain in the ass to get up, and yeah. So that one probably took me 15 minutes on my main file, but I got it in one try here, so I look real good.
He exploded.
I am also still hideously short on pawns, which is very unfortunate, because I've been doing a lot of pawn collecting already. But that's okay, it was inevitable that we were going to have some kind of cleanup episode as it was, so why not today? Why not now? It's kind of the deal with collectathons, and then it becomes sort of a podcast episode where we're bitching about George Lucas and whatever the hell else we were talking about. Dragon Ball Abridged? I just quote Dragon Ball Abridged lines for the rest of the episode. We've got like an hour left. It's just just an hour solid of us quoting someone else's content.
Charging my attack. What's your power level? Mine's pretty big.
Okay, so to our audience at home, if you have no interest in watching all of Dragon Ball Abridged because it's very long, just look up the abridged Broly movie. That alone, you're gonna miss a couple of running jokes, but other than that, you'll have a great time, I promise. If you've ever seen Dragon Ball anything, you'll laugh your ass off at
First
that.
royal decree is he will now refer to her only as Princess Trunks.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have to not spoil the entire thing.
But it's so
I know,
funny.
It's just the best. Those guys took, like, they do Dragon Ball Z movies. I think, like, one a year they do for Christmas or December, December. Oh, hey, I helped that guy and I got more yarn.
He looks like Geppetto, like he's got a small boy dressed up like a puppet in his cellar or something.
Right? Oh, God. Look, no strings. Let me out of here! Ah! Man, we are on a roll in terms of classy, fun humor.
Right, yes, our sophisticated, very sophisticated humor.
What was the earlier... I don't think anybody tuned in under the impression that I was some kind of good person. So I have nothing to lose. I'm just gonna rant about politics for 3 straight hours
dear
until
God,
everyone
no.
hates me. That's what people tune in for, right? Where else can you get...
I know.
Where else can you get fat white dudes screaming about politics and video games on the internet? There's nowhere. Nowhere else offers that kind of refreshing, fun, positive...
Especially not all of Reddit.
and most of YouTube.
And Tumblr, it's fat white girls screaming about politics.
We've all got our own... You know, the internet is a welcoming place. That's been my experience of it. There's a niche for everybody. Based entirely on hatred of someone else.
Right.
So, we're making good progress on this thing. We got 3 yarn to go. Which is great, because it unlocks a bunch of stuff. I've almost got enough pawns for that level now, which we need the time hat to do, so... And then that'll open a time rift, and it'll be like this chain of accomplishments. Then... You know?
So take it.
Yeah, we got them all already. There was a timepiece in that rift.
But she's got a ticket to ride.
And she don't care.
She don't care.
Neither do I. She's got a golden ticket. She's got a golden chance to make her way. Her decrepit old uncle is going to get up off, out of the bed and walk and dance around because his lumbar and sciatica were actually fine. He just didn't have hope, was the real problem.
Oh, okay. I was struggling to follow where you were going there.
Right. No, there was nothing wrong with him. He just needed his grandson to have a nice day. And he was fine. He totally could have been like sweeping the floors and out working the entire time.
Yeah.
But he decided to...
Being a lazy asshole.
Right.
No, let the young ones take care of it.
Although I guess Grandpa Charlie is like 80. I don't know that it's really fair to expect him to go out and support everybody on his own back.
Right.
There's plenty of blame to go around in that film anyway. Oh. There's like a transparent token up there with the Snatcher's face on it. No, they don't do that.
Oh, it does have the Snatcher's face.
I think it's from the DLC, the deals. The deals. Seal the deal. Bust a deal, spin the wheel.
Two men enter, one man leaves.
Two men enter, one man leaves. So if you've never seen Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome,
Beyond Thunderdome.
I don't know that I would call it like a good film, but it is certainly unique and interesting, and quite different from the other Mad Max films, including Fury Road, especially Fury Road. Fury Road is actually, I have heard, quite good. I haven't seen it yet. I don't get around to these things. I'd love to. But boy. When your friend who only likes car chase movies and the serious critics are both like, this is the best fucking movie of the year, you know you're in for a ride. Right?
Right. Man, yeah, I've seen trailers for the remake of Fury Road, or no, what's the one that, it was Mad Max and Fury Road, wasn't it?
Mad Max Fury Road is a new one. It's a fourth entry into the Mad Max series. It's not a remake of anything. Because the series has always had a super loose canon as it is, so it didn't, why bother with the reboot?
Yeah, the guys, I don't know what they're called, but the guys with the silver spray.
Yeah.
It's such a cool idea.
I know.
Like, look, my brothers, I'm about to do something badass as fuck.
And I will definitely die afterward.
I must die by the end of this.
Yeah, man. Like, tell me you don't want that as a magic item in your next D&D campaign or something. I think
it doesn't even have to be a magic item. It's just the part of your cult that you use this drug or spray or whatever to signify that you're going to die anyway. So you may as well take out 17 to 20 of the other guys.
Well, and as I understand it, the spray is also filled with delicious methamphetamines or something, so that it spurs you on to your crazy sacrifice. And I think it might be explosive too. I haven't seen the film, but that's kind of the feeling I got from it, was that it was either metaphorically or literally explosive, insofar as you're not likely to survive after you spray that on your That's like a. This is gonna be belligerent as fuck!
I thought you used it, like they would use it when they were like, oh, I'm gravely injured, I'm going to die anyway.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, my understanding of it is that it's like this desperation, or like, not desperation, but like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die a crazy, Viking death.
Of course, I haven't watched the movie.
Yeah.
Did they explain it?
I guess.
I wouldn't know. I don't have time for movies.
No. It's only streams of A Hat in Time. That's all we have time for.
Even that's stretching it.
Yeah. Well, and this is essentially our couple time for like the week, so. And there is piece of yarn number 30-fucking-2. Oh, alright. Let's stitch this bad boy up. It's pretty cool looking, and it's overpowered as fuck! This is the time stop hat. It's very weird. It reminds me a lot of the Flash hat from Final Fantasy Tactics. But so, I'm gonna need a demonstration. So keep your eye on the enemy here that's coming at me. And that's what the time stop hat does. And without this on, like if you replace the Mad Hatter badge, then the cooldown on it is like 5 whole seconds long, and that's just unacceptable. So that's why we Mad Hatter badge, or the Fast Hatter badge, whatever. Okay, so now we have the time stop hat, and we have 100 pawns, so that means we can do Chapter 6 of Mafia Town, because we need to cheat in a race.
What?
Yeah.
can't cheat.
You absolutely can. And in fact, you cannot... Okay, you can beat this without cheating if you know enough speedrunner tricks. But it's not really realistically possible for... Oh, I haven't done Heating Up Mafia Town yet. This is a whole different... Okay, well, that's why that other Time Rift wasn't available. So we're gonna clean up the rest of Mafia Town then. That's fine. We need to do that anyway. So I guess my plan for the rest of the stream tonight is to clean up the Time Rifts and stuff we haven't done, because we're down to just like the Mafia Town ones, and then we've got like one or two more things to do in World 4, and then we'll be up to the DLC and the finale, which will make a natural episode 5, I think. Okay, so in this one, someone has caused these spigots that normally spew out water to instead spew out lava, which is a huge problem. I skipped over the dialogue, but it implies that Mustache Girl is responsible. Hey, another dessert!
She needs to burn out all of the Mafia scum.
Yeah. And she doesn't care how much collateral damage she causes.
Right. Because you can rebuild on the skeletons of the dead.
Yeah, she had to nuke the town to save it, is her excuse, I'm sure.
Exactly.
This, platforming in this one is actually a little tricky, so I might go silent every now and then, just because I gotta concentrate on landing on these stupid faucets. It's hard to find a good angle to attack them from, because, you know, you naturally just want to land on top of the thing here. It's not that hard, it's just, you know, when you're about to fall into fire, it concentrates your mind.
Fire, fire.
Whee! Yeah, so Ice Hat, totally the key to Mafia Town. Why, you know, ideally you go back as soon as you craft the Ice Hat and you do all this crazy shit, but,
You did not.
no.
Do that.
Alright, I love this part. I'm gonna do it all in sprints. Oh! I love that she has the, like, Mario where she, like, sails through the air when she's... Oh, come on. Like she burns her butt. Like, oh, my butt got burned. I wish that didn't happen.
And somehow falling into lava has projected me up into the air instead of causing me to sink yet further to my death.
Acceptable breaks from reality.
Yeah.
I actually think it's a great idea.
Yeah. No, I totally hate in Breath of the Wild that you touch lava for half a second and then you...
Right.
Like, he's a badass warrior and I'm wearing, like, this super thick armor made of steel.
It's lava, dear, but it's...
But it could be magical armor that allows him 3 fucking seconds to get back out of the lava.
It's like, it's realistic, right? But from a gameplay perspective,
Right.
it kind of sucks shit.
Yeah.
It's nice in this, and like the Mario games, right? Where it gives you... It boosts you up into the air and gives you like a chance to save it, but also it's really easy, and I think, especially in Mario games where they intentionally design it to be this way, it's very easy to keep bouncing into the lava and dying, because Mario runs around like a maniac after he hits the ground, so you really, like, you can save it, but it's, you know, it's gonna take a portion of your cunning. See, that's called a damage boost in the speedrunning community.
Yeah, okay.
It was 100% intentional. That's why I landed on that tiny framework afterward, you know, intentionally. Actually, so here's the thing. I'm kind of joking because I did not intend to hit the lava there, and I sort of blind jumped into the middle of a fucking lava storm, not, like, just trusting, like, there's gotta be something out here, and there wasn't. But what is cool, I think it actually says something about the game, that when I bounced up like that, there was, like, this narrow edge I could land on, and it's like, if you're good enough...
They gave you options,
Yeah, if you can pull it off, you can totally save it. And that's what I love about this game. What the stupid DLC fucking takes away and all of the seal the deal challenges, and why the DLC does not understand the core appeal of the game. in many ways. The new area is cool, but it's labyrinthian and hard to navigate.
Yeah.
It's very pretty though. God, it's pretty. It's a super gorgeous cruise liner. What is this? Oh, the camera! How have I not gotten the camera yet? So this is the camera bed. It lets you take screenshots. Or like, and it lets you do stuff like pose and add filters and stuff like it's with all the everybody's doing. You get a selfie cam,
Take selfies.
which is so great, and I feel like every open world game should take that into consideration. Because my god, I've had fun with that in Breath of the Wild. I've had less fun with it here, but a lot of other people have. And, you know, give your players the options to get creative with that stuff. You can really only help yourself because it creates, like, opportunities for people to take hilarious pictures and have them go viral on social media and free advertise your game.
Right.
I'm actually kind of amazed Nintendo did that, since they're usually so like, no! No fun! No advertising our games for us for free. Alright. So that is heating up Mafia Town. We're finished, and they threw us a feast!
You did it! Small giants in Mafia Town!
Goddamn right.
Now Mafia no longer need to eat lava for breakfast. Amazing!
It gives really bad
Please,
indigestion.
take this as trophy. You are truly the hero of Mafia Town!
Woo! Say my name! My name is Dende. I feel like he's infringing on Piccolo's copyright for Big
I
Green
know, yeah,
Threads.
I was about to say. Clothesbeam!
That's the best joke. And the best thing about Clothesbeam is that it's canonical.
Yeah, he
It's
totally just creates clothes.
actually a thing Piccolo can do in Dragon Ball. Yeah. Alright, now we're gonna cheat at a race, and there's a time rift. There's the other blue time rift.
Oh, you have to cheat the race.
Yeah, he gets a rocket, so...
Is this the guy you blow up and then he has a brain in the jar? Or is
No,
that
we already...
someone else?
That's the boss of the Mafia
Okay.
Town. We fought him really early on. Yeah, so... Oh, there's like a dotted line now. That's polite. We want the fast header, but... Oh, we don't want the camera, though. We want the Nobon.
Haha! Rockets are fast, and little child want to race fastest man alive? Mafia stole timepiece from HQ. If you win, Mafia give it to you.
I like the idea that Mafia
not
are like
sure Mafia
Pokemon.
survive this.
Right.
Mafia.
They kind of share a name and say it a lot. See, he takes off early, too. He totally cheats. I'm on foot and he gets a rocket, so I don't really feel bad. Yeah, they did not used to have like a dotted red line,
To show you where to go.
which this was necessary. I would frequently get like, oh fuck, do I go what? You know. So, that was nice of them. You see, he's already way the hell ahead of me because I'm not, like, properly... hustling. Which is, you know, wrong. Every day I'm hustling. There we go. So that, the speedrunning technique is to turn backward, go the opposite direction around the island, and jump into a cannon that shoots you across to the other side. And if you're super fast, you can get to the timepiece before he gets to it, but I tried to replicate it because I try all speedrunner tricks a couple of times, just to see if I can do them, and we'll say I would need a lot more practice if that were to ever happen. So, blue timepiece. Oh, this is the one... this is the one that is near the marketplace that I kept looking for earlier, but I hadn't opened the time rifts yet. And I kind of forgot that you have to do that first. But that's fine. It's all fine. So the first thing is we gotta get down here, and you gotta get up to get down, according to Julio. The prophet.
The Yes.
Prophecy.
Prophecy.
I remember when I didn't even think 10 o'clock was late.
Right.
I remember when I didn't think midnight was late. Now I
It
can...
wasn't late until it was 3 o'clock in the morning and you were dying.
Yeah, well, I used to do some of my best writing at like 2 a.m., right?
Right.
And I feel like I kind of still would, but
Right.
it's not an opportunity afforded to me by my current life. It may again someday be. Please, somebody diagram that sentence. Oh, it's right around here. Okay, so this is... If I got one major complaint with Mafia Town, and you know I do, is that there are a couple of areas down here by the beach that look identical, and it's hard to, like, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is all prefab housing with all the model houses just rotated. It's like Woodbury, essentially.
Yeah.
Beige house next to an off-white house, next to a light off-white house, next to a white house, next to a beige house.
And that second beige house got dinged by the Homeowners Association for
Right.
being the wrong shade of beige and
Right.
totally throwing off the whole...
Yeah. And then one guy put a blue roof on his house, and they had to condemn the whole place because it's just not right. You can't have a blue roof on a beige house.
No. Hey, here's a vault I didn't do before. We're gonna do that. Since we're on the way, and since there might be a relic in it, which we're still missing some relics, which sucks. I didn't want that to be the case. Oh, and look, there's our time rift for when we're done. I knew I was in the right area. Also, I know I mentioned it before, but this thing where it shows you where the tickets are when you get close to the vault, that's the best thing ever. I think Yahtzee bitched about it and he can go fuck himself. Boy, games were sure a lot more fun when I had to wander around being like, fuck, where do I go?
Where do I go? What do I do?
I think if there were genuinely no sense of exploration in the entire game because it constantly did that all the time, it'd be too much.
Right.
But when it's like, you know, it just makes it part of the challenge to, yeah.
Yeah, well, and when there's so many collectibles too, like, sometimes you just want them to give them to you.
Yeah.
Like, no, I already did all this other stuff, can't I just have it?
Is it not enough to find a treasure chest now? I gotta get all the keys and shit.
When Link finds a treasure chest, he just opens it. He doesn't need to find a key to the treasure chest. He just kicks it open.
And this is a series with lots of keys. They love keys. They got boss keys and small keys in most of them, and yet they don't feel the need to lock up treasure chests. Now, I will say that in Link to the Past, the big treasure chest for the dungeon is you need the big boss key to open it. Which,
But it also opens the door too, right?
yeah, it opens the big boss
Yeah.
door that leads you to the boss room.
Yeah,
So
that's fun.
it's actually really cool. So it's brilliant design, and I hope to someday play A Link to the Past on stream because it's a fun game. But that would be a long ways off because I got other shit on the list first, and I'm not very good at Link to the Past. So, but the point is, it has this really brilliant sort of design scheme where the dungeons tend to be these big unmanageable puzzle boxes, right? But that big key design, you get a chance to first explore the region in these little locked off chunks based on the keys, and then when you get a feel for the area, you get a treasure that recontextualizes the whole thing, right? And then you use that treasure to sort of master the area, and then you have to prove that you've mastered the treasure to move on to face the boss. So it's got, like a lot of Nintendo games, it has this element to it where it self-teaches you how the stuff works.
Yeah.
But it was unique to the Zelda series at the time, because Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 did not do that. Okay, so this is a hat flare for the time hat, and I'm not super boss on it, but there aren't a lot of hat flares for the time stop
It's
hat.
supposed to be like a VV hat, or...
It's like a tinfoil mage hat.
Oh,
Oh, I guess we have it. So, what the hell? Why not? Huh?
I guess we get that one.
I can switch back to the other one anytime I want. I just don't feel like it right now. Now, in terms of the purple time rift for that, I feel like I'm still missing a relic, which is crazy. Because, yeah. Anyway, we have the time stop hat, so now I can finish off World 4. I wonder if it's going to make me go into the DLC area to hunt down another relic now, because they did add more relics to unlock a purple time rift in... Yeah. Oh, we've got all 3 Alpine Skyline time rifts to go to... Ooh, boy. Well, we gotta end the stream in like 20 minutes, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm gonna do the lava cake, and then I'm gonna do the boss for Alpine Skyline.
Lava cake.
And it's not even really like a boss, there's no real boss fight, you'll see. But I'll see what the time looks like at that point, we might hunt down a couple more time rifts. But for the most part, I just want to finish up World 4 here, because that was my goal for the session. And we're close, we're real close, so I should totally be able to. I am, not to toot my own horn too much, but I'm super good at the lava cake, particularly with the time stop hat ready to go, so... Oh, it's the opposite of where I wanted to go. Not to brag too much, but I'm super good at this game.
Super amazing at this. Fail, 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 fail.
Yes. Everybody loves that, right? It's, you know, people love confidence. It doesn't matter how competent or good you are at anything, people just want a really overconfident douchebag. Humility is for suckers, that's my basic point. Screw the meek, they had all the time to inherit the world they wanted. Now, it is the privileged time to shine.
The meek inherit the earth.
What did you think it was?
This heat is great! Oh, it's even hotter to the right.
Okay. So there's... I forgot, there's like a secret... Well, not secret, but there's like a second special area off to one side that requires the time stop hat. And we have it, so... But it's a really tricky challenge area. Mystifying Time Mesa. Yeah, fuck it, let's do this. This is a fun area.
Mesa. Sounds like something that would be in the Cosmo Canyon. Final Fantasy VII.
Yes. This is Bugenhagen told us to meet him at the Time Mesa. So, I swear to God, I did about half-ish of this level without the time stop hat, because I didn't know that the time stop hat was a thing when I first did it. And so, you can actually complete some of these just by being really, really, really fucking fast. But, as you can see... Oh, come on, man!
Really? Stuck on a tree.
She was stuck in a K-hole. Too much ketamine. It's, you know, drugs, kids. It's dangerous. Playing with your life.
Particularly with ketamine.
Yeah.
And fentanyl.
Are you saying that there's some kind of danger in taking horse tranquilizers
Just a little bit.
recreationally?
Just a little bit.
But I'm a trained medical professional. That's why I'm, you know, have access to ketamine. That one I did with just the dash hat, and boy was that hard with the sprint hat. You have to like leap over this thing, and yeah. And then there's this cool... Man, I might try to do the door thing with just the sprint hat at first. The door can see into your mind. The door can see into your soul. Whoa, really? The door can do all that?
No.
Charlie the Unicorn Man. Classic. Classic. Who doesn't love old
they
Flash
robbed me.
animations? Oh, they took my freaking kitten. And this was the one where I was like, what the hell am I missing? Because this is totally impossible without the time stop at.
Yay.
This way to adventure. Doesn't it sound like the start of Monody
Yeah.
by the Big Fat Rat? You guys, if you
The fat
the Fat Rat?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, go look. If you haven't heard it, look up Monody by the Fat Rat. Yeah, and especially if you find the Line Rider version of it, that's what we were referencing.
Yeah, by Doodle Chaos.
Doodle Chaos.
On the YouTube.
Your Dwarves. Pronounce it correctly.
It did. It's called the YouTube.
No. Just the Your Dwarves.
The YouTubes that the young people use to tube themselves.
So you can totally do this part with the dash hat too, and it's really funny, but it requires some quick reflexes. Let me see if I can. So not like that. That was the opposite of what would be good. Well, I'm not gonna sit around for the rest of damn time and try it, but when I actually have the real tool that you're supposed to use to complete it right here. Boy, I am cleaning up on Rift tokens. The other deal is that you totally cannot get back without without the time stop hat, so because you can't, the door is in your way because of the way they open. Alright, now we go the other way, go to the lava cake. We are just about finished.
Lava cake.
Whoa, that didn't seem like it should have did that, but okay. Oh crap, this is the wrong way. Well, I think it leads me back over to where I want to be anyway, so... Yeah, they're good about that. So, away from the mystifying time mesa. Yeah, because this one way leads to the lava cake, and one way leads to the
banana
mystifying...
split?
Yeah.
Lava cakes and banana splits.
Oh my, did you ever see the Banana Splits, like that TV show from
Yes,
the 70s?
and it was terrifying.
Of course it was. Jesus Christ. I can't remember if it was that show or the Monkeys that had a version of the Three Musketeers. Now, I may have hallucinated this, but they had, like, a boy. It was like the Three Musketeers and D'Artagnan, and they also just had, like, a boy who hung out around them, named, I think, Thule or something? I could be wrong about that. Oh shit, they're back to the guild village. No! But there was like, I don't want to call it a running gag, because that would imply that it was like a hilarious joke that they kept
That
telling.
would imply that it was funny at all ever.
But they just, like, every episode of the little Three Musketeers, it was like, you know, it was one of those old variety show kind of like, we could afford 3.5 minutes of animation, so we made short stories, and then the rest of the time is people in live-action costumes sticking around singing songs, because it's the 60s or whatever, 70s. But every single episode, the kid would get a spanking. And not, like, on screen or whatever, but they would, like, imply that it was going to happen. Totally apropos of nothing, unrelated to the plot in most circumstances, to the point that you just feel like whoever was writing the thing. They just felt the need to insert it.
Right.
They really loved the Three Musketeers
Really-
and beating kids.
Right. They really wanted to spank a child. but
Yeah.
they couldn't, and this was their only outlet.
Damn restraining orders. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's old episodes of Popeye the Sailor Man, where they have a little Popeye nephews or whatever.
The little
And
mini
there's one
Popeyes.
fucking episode where I think it's like 7 nephews or 4 nephews or 5, whatever it is.
A bunch of them.
A ridiculous amount of children. And he piles them on top of each other
On his lap.
on his lap.
Yes.
None of them are wearing pants. And he smacks the top one so hard that he spanks all of them at the same time. It's so ridiculous.
See, that's a spanking joke. That's hilarious. And it is Popeye. That's not even like a high quality, generally. I remember this. I remember my
Yeah.
grandmother calling it a layer spanking. I
Hilarious.
thought that was pretty funny.
Oh my god. Well, and then speaking of fucking creepy ass animation, Olive Oil is the most awkward character in anything. She's so flimsy and skinny.
Which I think it's like a Depression era cartoon.
Yes.
So I think the idea is that this was like the time when it was really fashionable for women in England to be like tight lacing a corset and coughing like they were gonna die of TB at any second. So kind of like frail women
Yeah.
who weren't going to consume a lot of calories and cost you a lot of money were
Right,
in.
yeah.
Right.
Would probably only bear one child because her intestines are all fucked up from
Right.
wearing a corset her whole life.
Well, and I think it was also like there was kind of like an androgynous flapper sort of thing going on at the time too, which is that's something I've heard a lot of belly aching recently about how like the millennial generation or modern kids or whatever like girly men and manly girls or whatever, and I just this is not the first
Right,
time.
This isn't new.
It's not like back in the old days men were men and women were women, and it's like androgyny comes and goes. It's like it's a fashion thing more than it is a
There's a long history of both men dressing up as women and women dressing up as men for the inherent, bonuses that each of them gets.
Right, well, I mean, so like men's clothes tend to have better bonuses to stamina for tanking.
Also better utility because they have fucking pockets.
Oh yeah. That gives you like quick inventory space all over
right,
the place.
yeah.
So this is the lava cake, which I am effortlessly dominating. I make it call me daddy. I saw this meme the other day that was 2 scientists naming a spider. And they were like, so, it's got pretty long legs. I think we can just call it a long leg spider. He's like, nah, not kinky enough.
Granddaddy long
Well, I think the idea is that they settled on daddy long legs. Right? It's like, it's just, why did you not? It's not just a long leg spider, right?
Dad.
It's daddy long legs to you. Oh! Yet again, I'm having trouble with these hookshot targets. I don't know what the deal with them is. What?
What the hell?
She didn't wall run. That's... come on. Is this just because I bragged about how good I am at the fucking lava cake?
Yeah.
And they're like, I'll show
They're
you.
listening. And they're like, oh, well, fuck up the RNG on that hookshot.
Right. This is like God's punishment for my hubris or something. I don't know.
Good thing pride doesn't go with before anything.
You're right. Be in huge trouble. Okay, I think I figured out what my problem with the hookshots is. I think I just need to, like, make sure I'm releasing and don't, like, I'm not still connected to the hookshot when I hit jump, is the deal. Okay. Those guys are on fire. Baby's on fire. Better throw her in the water. Everybody out there who just loves my music recommendations and can't get enough, and I know it's all of you. Look up Babies on Fire by Brian Eno.
Or don't.
Don't listen to 30 seconds of it and give up. Listen to the guitar. No, it's so good is what you want to listen to, because Brian Eno, whatever, but the guitar solo in it is by Robert Fripp. It's about a third of the song, maybe more, and it is so great. It's got that awesome Frippertronics thing going for it. That's a thing. That's patented. He invented Frippertronics.
Oh my god, of course he did.
Okay. Frippertronics is very real and very serious.
According to one guy.
Whose name happens to be Fripp. And who may have invented the concept. No, it's, I believe Frippertronics is a specific method of, like, recording and playing guitar using a bizarre reel-to-reel system, and yeah. And it's sort of his baby, his brainchild, and one of the reasons his guitar sounds so, like, you know, he's like a dying cat, like how you want a guitar to sound, you know.
Okay, then.
I love the lava cake. I'm not talking about the design of it all. It's, like, there's not a lot to say about it. It's all moving platforms and lava, right?
Right.
But it is challenging enough to be fun without being, like, you know, this is like an endgame level, and at this point, Super Mario 64 is throwing, like, Rainbow Ride at you, which is, like, a crime. It's an act of aggression. Right. Ooh, treasure, though. And I am still missing one. Okay, now I gotta reset the time on that pillar. Oh, perfect! You see that? I don't need yarn anymore. It was totally useless. But it also lets you skip over that. And that's the lava cake, people! The time stop hat makes that really easy in a couple of spots, just because you can, you know, take your sweet time with the moving platforms, but I didn't end up actually using it much, or at all, possibly. That's okay though, the time stop hat, necessary for a couple of time pieces, plus super, super helpful for the final level at least. Oh, and once you finish, it just kicks you directly into the finale. So this is the, sort of air quotes boss fight of this this level.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm not going to finish it in 4 minutes, so we're going to go a little over time. But I will finish this up and then that'll be the episode. Alright. Oh hey, there's a time rift. Cool, we gotta remember that for later. So there are 4 areas we need to go to. First off, these guys have been made even more douchebaggy by the fell evil of those wicked plants. I'm not sure what's going on with that. This, so it's not really a boss fight, but it is really hard. I will probably die a couple times. I usually do on this level, but it's super unforgiving once you actually get to the points where you're like killing the corrupted plants.
How wearing metal are you?
No. You gotta double check that.
Put your thunder helmet on.
I haven't done all the side quests in the Gerudo village, so I don't have it. That's a lie, I've been set the ladder on fire. What do I do now? Ow. These things are bad for you. Oh, is it? No? Is that not? Ah! Oh shit, Probably shouldn't have come down here. I'm not sure I can even get back up. Nah, there's gotta be a way. Yeah, here we go. There usually is. Alright. Yeah, so it set fire to that ladder there. That's the only way. Ow! You know what? I'm just gonna damage boost through it since I've already taken 2 hits off it.
Right.
Might as well not waste it. Ah. Yeah, so this is the gimmick. Lightning destroys sections of the level. And then these things at least provide you a nice shortcut over the really time-consuming shit in the way. Okay, so we gotta blow these flowers up. But as you get close, it starts raining horrible meteors from heaven and lightning bolts and shit. And these guys get all, like, aggressive and in your grill. And the first one ain't so bad. But they get tougher with each one. Oh, hey, he's out. Oh, good, more life. Precious life energy. I really like to just occasionally talk like a Kingdom Hearts villain. I need to go up here. Oh, that's right, I can check. Nope. Wait, or do I? Because do I need to... No, I don't. Okay. That's fine. And hey, back here, I put this knowledge to use. But yeah, there's one for each of the 4 regions that we, went to initially. And that, I believe, was the birdhouse one. Those goddamn wires, are you kidding me? Oh! Yeah, wait, shit, this is the... okay. Because it actually sent me over here to where I wanted to go. I didn't notice it, because, sometimes life just passes by too fast. You You've been awake for a billion hours because your son woke up at 2 a.m. Yeah. Tired. So tired. But I didn't want to... I'm glad we didn't call this off. I had a good time, and I really didn't want it to get more... Like, I didn't want it to be longer before we streamed again, because I feel like at some point you just gotta be like, how dedicated am I to this?
Right.
It's gonna be 2 months in between episodes, or,
There's a horn in the top.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, I hate it.
Thanks, I hate it. I went the wrong way. I picked the wrong fork on the thing. There's no easy way to fix that except do it all over again. It was the 4th world and they hadn't quite applied the same level of polish to it that they did the others, It's understandable, I'm not hating. Okay, so this is the windmill one. So, the thing is, and I don't know whether to call this like a failure of the design or whatever, necessarily, but I don't feel like you revisit these corrupted areas, right? Which are supposed to be like, oh, remember all the places you went to? Well, now they're corrupted and evil and you gotta read, but you don't, do what you did in, the bulk of the level, right? As I recall here, you don't have to, climb the windmill or whatever. Yeah, see, you can't even get over to it. You just go to, the area around where the windmill is, and then just do platforming per the... Yeah, okay, here comes the storm. They get worse for each one. Oh, wow, wow! That's new, I believe, that it, like, displays where they're gonna hit.
Yeah.
That's
there you
nice.
go. Pink box thing.
Well, maybe I won't die a bunch of times then. There have been 2 major updates to the game since I played some of it, and I didn't, like... I don't love this boss enough that I sit here and redo this section over and over again, like I would for, like, the Snatcher fight. If they change anything about that fight, I know immediately, because I fight it, like, every day. But... or if the big parade changes, you know? I can even tell what really subtle things about the big parade change, like, hey, the token timer is shorter. Okay. Also, so, like, they let you backtrack out more easily, right? Because the enemies are down and stuff, but I feel like making you backtrack out at all is kind of pointless. There's not a lot to do here, and this section's already quite long, and, you know. It is nice of them to at least cut off areas that are not useful to you in this,
Right.
because...
So you're not wandering down there and like, what do I do here? Oh, turns out fucking nothing.
I shouldn't have been here at all, and I didn't know that, and now I've wasted an hour, right? Yeah, they don't do that. It's a courteous game. I feel like if there's anything to take away from, it is that, like, from this game, for any other developers or whatever, it is that players will forgive a lot if you're nice to them. The game can have a lot of fairly serious flaws, but as long as you're like, hey, you climb ladders really fast, and the menu is nice and easy to use and has a lot of cool options in it that you might want, and the game doesn't make you sit through a bunch of shitty cutscenes over and over again, and right, it doesn't waste your time, like, people will put up with a lot for that.
We require backtracking, but the backtracking is streamlined.
Yeah. And it serves some purpose. It's like, oh, now that I've cleared the area out, I can see how safe it is compared to when I was running through it, right? That's a thing. There's a reason to do that. Oh! Again with the... Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm not still in the hookshot animation when I'm pressing jump there. Is what the deal is. So I need to, like, let go, then hit jump. Yeah, once the hookshot completely retracts. And I was trying to, like, buffer the inputs in really fast. I feel like that used to work, but I could just be misremembering, you know? I could have just actually learned how to use the hookshot before and forgotten, because I haven't had a lot of time to just play video games anymore, actually. There was a while where my son and I were, like, playing video games together all the time. And we still do, but it's a little different now. He's older, he wants to play with it more.
Yeah, he wants to push buttons. Usually he wants to hit the pause button. So...
like, over and over.
Over and over.
And it's fine, it's like, that's what I want out of... I want us to spend time together, and I want him to be able to push the buttons and play, right? So I'm not going to be sitting there like, no! But it also kind of sucks, because I used to be able to, like, he would just sit in my lap, and I'd play Banjo-Kazooie, and we'd enjoy, you know, that. But now, we'll play stuff like Race the Sun or Super Flight, or I'll put in, like, Yooka-Laylee, and let him fiddle with the buttons, because 2.5 is about the age you need to be to enjoy Yooka-Laylee. Shots fucking fired! Fuck that game! A bold, hot take, Yooka-Laylee is bad. I was kind of a defender of it for a while. Okay, and also, this is where the stupid meteorites and obstacles start getting really stupid on this thing. Here's 2, you know, hell goats. Ah!
Oh shit. Kill it.
But yeah, I was a defender of Yooka-Laylee for a little while, right? It seemed fun. Oh, was that all of them? Oh.
Yeah.
I thought I only did 3, but I guess that was 4. Well, we won! Hooray! I will have to get into the thing about Yooka-Laylee some other time. Don't worry, I will. I'm planning to play it on stream. I'm not planning to beat it, I'm planning to do 1 or 2 sessions where I bitch constantly.
You can't beat that game unless you have a shit ton of extra time.
I've been at, you need 100 pages to fight the final boss, and I've been at 97 pages for 8 months or something, because I just, every time I'm like, oh, you know, I should really fire that up and just finish it, just to say I beat it. I'm like, I played 20 minutes of it, and I, like, swallow all of the vomit in my mouth and shut it off, so. Anyway, tune in next time for a little more cleanup, the DLC level, the final boss, and plenty more bitching about Yooka-Laylee and George Lucas. Only here can you get bitching about Yooka-Laylee and George Lucas alone on the internet. So, make sure you come and enjoy it with us next time.
Convenient location.
On the same Bat channel. Feel free to scratch out the T and put a D in there so that it says Bad Channel and like snicker and you vandalized my sign. And I'm really tired. I'm going to bed now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. That is the end of tonight's episode. Thanks for hanging out.